Hello, this video is for students of the unit EDIT518, Issues in ICT. In this video, we will be navigating the UNE Moodle website. First of all, you will need to sign into your Moodle and log in. You will see a list of all the units that you are currently undertaking. These are some of the units that I teach and some of the groups that I participate in. Basically, this page here looks very similar to this page here. You need to be careful between My Home and Moodle Home. Moodle Home will take you to the UNE website. My Home will take you to this page. As you can see, My Home, My Site. So we need to go to the EDIT 518 Issues in E-Learning with ICT. The Moodle site has been redesigned. Now, as you can see, you have Getting Started, Unit Information, Schedule and Assignments Informations, Assessment Tasks, APA Referencing, which will help you with your essay writing, Avoiding Plagiarism, which is a UNE policy, Academic Writing, which is a section that tries to provide some activities, tasks, and videos for you to understand how to write an academic paper. Here you will have an academic writing test, which basically looks at past papers, some resources that you may find useful, and all of the information will be is available here. All the information that you need in relation to assessment tasks or unit information is located here. So let's begin. If you go to Getting Started, you will see these tabs at the top. You can click through them and they will lead you directly to those sites. What I have tried to do is to keep the content within your field of vision. Now here are my details. If you need to contact me, this is my office phone number, 5092. You can call me anytime and leave a message if I'm not in my office, and I will be able to return your call. Here you will find my email address, and here's my profile with the information that you require. So my phone number is here and my email address is here. Now, this is basically some brief outline and information about the content of this unit to get you started. The important terms are the unit overview and the assessment task. These are the first two documents that you should become familiar with. The unit information basically provides an overview of your course and what the course is about and how it is structured. Again, this is the schedule. So you need to pay attention that there is an OUS specific schedule here. And then this schedule above is for all UNE students. The difference is basically timing. So only OUS students need to click on this link here. And I have tried to make it as clearly labeled so that nobody gets confused here. Your assessment tasks are outlined again. Some of the information is provided for UNE students only, and some information is for OUS students only. You will have some activities here, such as your assignment rubric 1, which is basically to make sure that you are reading and understanding the rubric for assignment 1. So it's a very simple task that asks you to look at and reflect on the rubric. You have the word outline and the content that is required for your assignment. As you can notice, everything in this section says assignment 1, 1, 1, 1. This is assignment 1. And here, as you can see, is clearly identified as assignment 2. So try not to confuse the two and try to read all of the information separately. The dates are highlighted in bold. So you will need to look at this page very carefully because this is basically where all of the information and the assignment required are labeled, specified, and addressed. And if you look at this information carefully, you should be able to understand what the assessment tasks are about. APA referencing. This is very important because your assignments, you have 2 written assignment pieces, they need to include or follow the APA style referencing. We are not using MLA, we are not using a self-created type of referencing. This is a master level course, so you need to follow the APA style of referencing. You will have links to the UNE APA guide, the RMIT. There is a very useful video here from Harvard University, and this is another UNE APA referencing guide. You need to be familiar with them because this is part of the assignment. Avoiding plagiarism is a very simple video from the University of Victoria that explains that if you do your work regularly and consistently, you should be able to come up with your own work. It also explained that you need to follow, and this goes back to APA referencing, if you follow the proper structure and presentation of material that you have borrowed from other writers, if you use proper in-text citation and referencing style, then you are taking the necessary steps to avoid plagiarism. It's not too long of a video. I hope you enjoy it. Academic writing. This is quite a long video. It is about 50 minutes. However, it's a very clear video that explains the process for academic writing. Below are some links, again from the UNE library fact sheets about critical thinking. You need to demonstrate that you are reflecting about the content that you are reading and you're not just copying from it. There's another UNE fact sheet that explains, oh, there's a spelling mistake there that I need to fix, about academic writing, and there are some other useful fact sheets that you can find from the UNE library. Have a look at the information because as I say, this is a master unit course. Alright, this is a 500 level unit course. So I will expect rigor and in your argument, in your presentation, and in the way you are writing. In this section here, you have some quizzes. Now it's not assessed, but I have put them on a timer, as in a deadline, because I would like you to be aware of some of the errors, and these are simple errors, that some of your colleagues in previous years and trimesters have made. And if you could avoid those simple errors, you will increase the grades that you will get, especially in terms of presentation and outline. Resources. These are your required reading. These are some of the resources that you can find and some online social networking sites that you can use. However, just so you know, I will not be going to Twitter, Facebook, and Evernote. It's really up to you to use it. Finally, in this section here, what I have done is again uploaded all of the information that you need, alright, so that if you can't find it anywhere else on the other tabs, then at least in here you will be able to find them. An area that you need to be aware of are the activities. You have assignments, which is where you will upload your assignments, and the due dates are clearly written here for you to follow. The chat room, or the coffee room as it's called, is basically an area where you can communicate and socialize with each other. Now this space is only for students and I will not be monitoring it. So if you have any unit or assignment related questions, I strongly suggest that you email them to me directly so that I can answer them. If your questions are very simple and basic, then the chat room will be the area where you will be posting your questions. The forum. This will be the first task that you will need to do. Now in the forum there is a unit news and announcement, and usually once a week I will send you an email to make sure that you are on track and you are doing well with your work and to check that you have no problems. The general discussion is for you to upload your questions, so it's very similar to the coffee shop, which is also here, right? And that's the general discussion, fairly similar, but just keep in mind that the general discussion and the coffee shops are areas that I will not check. So do not ask important questions in this area. The wiki forum. Now the wiki forum is where you need to complete your first task, which is to introduce yourself. Now, you will notice on the assignment that I have two types of introduction. One is the personal one. The personal introduction can go into the coffee shop. This is where you will introduce yourself, your family members if you wish to, the pets that you have in your house, and your hobbies. In the wiki forum, I would like to read about your professional introduction. Where do you work? What do you do? And so forth. So the wiki forum is where you will put your first professional introduction. Finally, you need to be aware of the School of Education links. In this area, you see that you have assignment, formatting and marking, avoiding plagiarism, which is again provided, the UNE assessment policy and grading system. You need to be aware of that, especially extension and late submissions. Now please understand that preferably in terms of extension and late submission, while I am flexible, I still have to read and grade all of your papers. And it will help me a great deal if you can do your work within the trimester. Because like this, I can actually do the paperwork and have your grade provided on time, and you can graduate on time. All right? And this is basically the end of the video. I hope that it's very informative. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to email me. You can find this information on the profile link here. I hope you enjoyed the EDIT518 Issues in Learning with ICT. My name is Nicholas, and I look forward to sharing the next trimester with you.